Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead 0-1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been pretty much unstoppable the last couple of weeks or so. Winners of 9 straight ball games.
Matty, you have a chance to win 9 ball games in a row. All you're thinking about, first off, everything's going right. All facets of the game are coming together. Team is playing exceptionally well right now. But your eyes on that double digits. There's very few teams that rattle off a double-digit win streak throughout the course of the year. They have that opportunity today.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The right fielder, Lane Thomas.
So striding forward now, Lane Thomas. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Temperature here at the park tonight, a comfy 72 degrees at first pitch. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
Boy, this is a really good hitter, but he's desperately been struggling recently at the plate. His average is still good, but it's dropping fast. He needs a quick turnaround.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Comes set with the 0-1. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through. A base hit. And some trouble now in right field. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, Dero. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out. Give your team a chance. Give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit. Even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
At the plate, Tommy Edman, as he'll take a look at ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Now the 1-0. Pops this one up. McNeil in foul ground, and this will land foul. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 1-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Goldschmidt stands at first with one out. Shot back up the middle. And that'll get down for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Wow, you rarely see this guy give up more than a hit an inning, and he's already given up 3 here. It's too early to be concerned, but you do have to keep an eye on him moving forward. He's a pro, though, so he's capable of turning things around in a hurry.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeJong. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. DeJong in an 0-2 hole here.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Yadi Molina digging in now as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cards forced to settle for 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Cardinals 1. The Mets coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Miles Mikolas is on the mound for the Cardinals. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Standing in, Jeff McNeil. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
2-0 now. Two balls and a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Lined into right, a base hit. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
So here's Pete Alonso as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Alonso is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
Matty, he's having one of those dream seasons right now. The ability to work the count, the ability to get on base north of 400, and having a great batting average. This guy's certainly one of the best players in the game right now.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Nope. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Fouled away. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Michael Conforto will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Stepping in, Michael Conforto, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Runner at second here with one man out. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. In there, 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Joe Hibbert. Set today.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. As a look, now the pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. The 0-1 offering. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Mets leave one. They still trail 1-0. Into the box now, Tyler O'Neill. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The windup and the 0-1.
Oh, that's tipped out.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Here comes the first pitch.
Inside ball 1.
We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. 2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
This at bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. And the pitch.
Ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And that one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
Hey, every once in a while, the speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
Batting 9. The pitcher, number 39. Miles.
To the plate now, Miles Michaelis. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now the pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Now batting, second base.
Here's Colton Wong now. He hit the ball hard but lined out to start the ball game. First pitch on its way. To short. Taken there by Lowry. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 St. Louis. Here's Robbie Cano now. Comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Lifted into center field. Bader is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting 6. The pitcher, Wilson.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
First offering on its way. Lifted in the air out to center field. Bader is underneath this one. And that's out number 2.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Jed Lowry.
Here's Jed Lowry now. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. First delivery to him on the way. In there, no balls and a strike. Michaelis has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 2-0. All set for the start of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Lane Thomas.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
That's popped up. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Now here it comes. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt. 50th pitch of the game on its way. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
The 2-1. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
Now a hard liner. Foul. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Again, he sends it out of play.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. And that's the second out.
Now back, the third baseman, Tommy Edman.
Now at the plate, Tommy Edman, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Bottom of the third now, and up to bat next, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard.
Noah Syndergaard.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Next up for New York, Brandon Nimmo. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run.
He's blasted 4 home runs in his last
way and driving for opposite field power.
Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Bader is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, number 6.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. Bader has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Quick work there as the Mets are down on 4 pitches. They trail it here 2-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Paul DeYoung. Now here it comes. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. The 0-2 once more. Misses. That's ball 1. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Hard ground ball to third and into left field for a one-out hit.
That was a nasty sinker right there. Sometimes you get a little luck on the offensive side. Definite ground ball with eyes right there.
So now to the plate, Tyler O'Neill, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. O'Neill is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. And this is on the ground for Lowry at short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. One left for the Cardinals, but they're on top 2-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3-0 now.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Now the 3-0 offering. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Thomas to the track, to the wall. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. Solo shot to right center. 45 home runs now on the campaign, and the Mets are on the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 game. Into the box now, Michael Conforto. as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, look at Wong. How about that?
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You got to be kidding me.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled high in the air out to left field. O'Neill waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now back, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now here's the pitch. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Cano connects as this is to deep right field. And this one is gone. A home run. Robinson Cano, a solo home run. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Mets have come back to tie this one at 2.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. And now this ball's in the air to deep right field. Back goes Thomas on the warning track. He makes the catch. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We played 4 full, and we are tied 2-2. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Miles Michaelis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. And it's fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Leadoff man retired for the second baseman, Colton Wong. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
On 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
The 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down.
Good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
In now, Lane Thomas. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Halfway home, tied 2 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He thinks they need to slow the game down a little bit when they get into the box. Top to bottom, they're hitting into way too many outs early in the count and not letting the at-bats develop. He's all for picking on a good pitch to hit when it comes, but they need to make sure they're doing more damage on the swings that they're taking.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The shortstop, yeah, Lowry.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Now here's a line drive that'll make it out into left center, and he's going to have himself a leadoff single.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
At the plate now, Noah Syndergaard. And he puts it on the ground to second. There's one. On to first, so they let the pitcher swing away here, and it turns into a double play.
Now batting, center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. First offering on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Two runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Smoke toward the hole, and that is through into right field for a single.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there, Dan. Was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
He's set. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1 through 5, all even at 2-2. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Now here it comes. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base. So he continues to hit the ball well, his second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Into the box, Tommy Edman. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Towards second. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is without question nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
1-0 the count. First and second here with nobody out. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
3 balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Off. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Brad Brock takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, 1 the count to Molina. Hard hit ball to second, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Left fielder.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
At the plate, Tyler O'Neill. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Brock stands 6'6" and throws from the right side. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now the 1-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Bases are loaded here, one man out. Oh, and it misses. Ball four, and that will force home a run.
Well, that's just not a good look for the guy on the mound. Bases loaded. You expect him to bear down and really fight to get an out, but instead, he walks home a run on 4 pitches.
Striding in once again, Harrison Bader. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. From the stretch.
Nope. Ball one, no strike.
Bases are loaded with only one out. Hit out towards second. To Lowry at the bag. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Mets 2. Bottom of the inning now, and here comes the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
That last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The fastball here is to take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Now the 2-0. Turned on down the line. And this will find its way to the 335 sign.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. Right fielder looking up. Gone into the upper tank. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. And that is 27 for him on the year as they take the lead 4-3.
This has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. As he hits one on a line to left field. O'Neill is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half. so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
One away now for the Mets in the 6th, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
That's popped up. In there, a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Gone after 5 1/3 here, as he never really found his groove in this one. Alex Reyes enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Alex Reyes.
Standing in now, Wilson Ramos. He grounds it sharply to third. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. Matt Carpenter is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Now playing third base, number 13, Matt.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jed Lowry, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
The batter, number 4, shortstop, Jed Lowry.
And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone. So here now is the pitcher, Brad Brock. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. The pause and the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. The 9 1-2 hitters do up to start the 7th. It's 4-3 New York. Dexter Fowler will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 25, Dexter Fowler.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. The numbers coming in: 278 the average, a dozen home runs, and 34 driven in. Comes set, and the 0-1. Fowler, a native of Georgia. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Now batting, second baseman, Colton Wong.
One gone for the Redbirds in the 7th, and that'll bring up Colton Wong. First pitch on its way. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Now batting, right fielder, Lane Thomas.
Stepping in now, Lane Thomas, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And 2, here it is. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for.
Pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0. Fouled off. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Conforto is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Cards leave 1. Still down a run. It's 4-3. John Brebbia. It's the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
John Brebbia. Leading up for the net, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
First pitch of the at-bat. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his 2nd hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 1 for 3. The 2-0 on the way. Brebbia has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and through those innings he's posted a whip a little under 1.5. Certainly something he'd like to improve on. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1 pitch. Chopped on the ground to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
The right fielder, number 30,
Michael Conforto will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First pitch on its way. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Here comes the 1-0 to right field and deep. Look at this thing go. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his second of the game, as it is now 7-3.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game: if this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
Ryan Helsley takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
Ryan Helsley. The left fielder, number 52.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes. Popped him up. Wong is there. 2 down.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Cano waits on the first pitch. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Hard hit ball to second. And Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Wilson Ramos.
At the plate now, Wilson Ramos, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. 3 runs already home here. Line hard, but this will be a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Laying off, it's back to 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
The 2-2. Lined hard toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early.
And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone. Matt Adams will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. With runners in scoring position this season, Adams is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. Justin Wilson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Wilson has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Now in the box, Paul DeYoung. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Now the pitch. high and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. 0-2, here it comes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, nobody on. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Into the box now, Yadier Molina, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. 0-1 the count to Molina. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Count is 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch.
Well, that pitch was like a backdoor cutter, if you will. It starts well off the plate and almost cuts back to the corner. That's a tough pitch to hit if you could throw it for a strike.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Now here it comes.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Three and 0 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, nothing earth-shattering about this one. He just didn't finish the play and watched it into his glove. And now they've got the leadoff runner aboard and no outs.
Runner at first following the error. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Jeff McNeil. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealing in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Number 62 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Into the box, Pete Alonso, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
That's out. Ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
None out, runners at first and second. And he lays off again, ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around it?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Here comes the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made. And here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's an 8-3 ball game.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And the sac fly here gives their team another insurance run. And they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit high and deep out to left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Second and third here, 1 man out. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Digging in, Wilson Ramos. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First delivery to him on the way. Skied into straightaway right. Back goes Thomas. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. We've played 8 full. It's the Mets 9 and the Cardinals 3. Ready once again, Tyler O'Neill. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning.
Up next for the Cardinals, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. Fouled away. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. The bouncer to the left side. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Brad Miller will come on to pinch hit here, and if they don't walk him, he'll have a great RBI opportunity with runners at second and third and nobody out. In there, 0-1. Oh, and 2 the count to Miller.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Now back.
Colton Wong will stand in.
Colton Wong.
First offering on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Here it comes, 0-2. This is line to left, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 9-5 ball game.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind it.
Seth Lugo answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Seth
In now, Lane Thomas. And it's grounded just foul down the line. Lugo, a native of Louisiana, the Bayou State. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Fastball called for strike 2.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
To the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Hard ground ball to 3rd. He's got it. Throw on to 1st is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, I don't care who you roll out there against these guys. That's 10 wins in a row for them, so they feel like they could beat anybody in the league right now, and they're making it look awfully easy too.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. New York used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Brad Brock claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.